All right, Black Power is the General Suten Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. Let me get my monitors up so I can know if the bee's trying to move in on me. Let me get my monitors up so I can see if the bee's trying to move in. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Let me get all my monitors up. I need all my monitors up today. I got to know when the bee's trying to move in on me. Here we go. All right. Got my monitors up. Let me put that one monitor right there. We good. We good. All right, Black Power. Y'all know what it is. The General and family, you can get me at kingseti.com online marketplace. Know what it is. Got all these fly African products for the family. Going over there. Got all the classic Sarah Suten Seti DVDs. Got t-shirts for the kings and the queens. Fly. Fly. Want you to check it out. You understand what I'm saying? Got the t-shirts cut for the queens. You ain't got no man shit on. You know what I'm saying? So going over there, got, jewelry, African jewelry, comedic jewelry for the kings and the queens. You know what it is. Patreon, General Sarah Suten Seti. Patreon, General Sarah Suten Seti. It just can't be said on YouTube. You understand? Got all the bells and whistles on my Patreon going live Thursday. You understand what I'm saying? And it'll be a repetition of live streams on my Patreon. And of course, I give family, all the extra information that that they bless, bless me with support. I bless them with that extra knowledge over there on my Patreon. And to my family, when we can't say it on either YouTube or Patreon, and it just gets so goddamn hot, you know what I'm saying? Then we put it on generalseti.com, Seti University. That's where that's that Louisiana hot sauce shit. You understand what I'm saying? Can't put it on either or. But all of them are fly sites. And you should be on all of them because you're going to get something very, very valuable all the time. Okay? Now, today, continuing on with Freemason occult symbols stolen from ancient Egypt. I continue because it's a major thing now to go in on the Freemasons. You see what I'm saying? And me, myself, I was raised up. I'm like a third generation brother of the craft. You see what I'm saying? Continuing to do work. Even though niggas hate me, many of them claim to be in the craft. But them motherfuckers don't put in the work. You understand what I'm saying? When family heard me take my oath, I said, I would give my life to teach my people and wake up my people. From that moment forward. And I've been doing that every fucking since. Ain't been one month, 1 week, 1 year. You understand what I'm saying? I was raised up there over 15 years ago. Probably, next month will be 15 years. As Sarah Suten Seti. You understand? 15. Okay, I don't want no motherfucker, I've been on my square for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And so when we talk about Freemasonry, because my master teacher, Dr. Ben, was the high priest of the craft of Amun Ra. You see what I'm saying? 360 degrees. Niggas hated on him, but he brought the knowledge and consciousness of ancient Egypt and the Nile Valley to the Western world. So whether you know Dr. Ben or not, he was the first Grand Master teacher on a mass scale that woke us up, number one, to the deities. Okay? Well, nobody teaching on the deities on a mass level before Dr. Yosef Ben Yaakana. Now, they might have had a book somewhere, you understand what I'm saying, hiding And, you know, and nobody ever known of that, because somebody will come out there and say, but even then you can't say it. Because Dr. Ben was in Egypt in 1938, first year, 50 years. And in 89, the man did 50 years in the Nile and did about 11 more years after that. So Dr. Ben was in the Nile, man, over 60-something years. You understand? And he was an archaeologist, meaning he was digging in the ground. So he wasn't just no armchair scholar. So all the deities, if you know Osiris, Amun, Ptah, Dr. Ben brought you that knowledge. He also brought us the knowledge of the papyruses. You understand? The Book of the Dead, the Book of Ani, the Gates, you know, the Holy Scriptures of the Nile. And so it just, and you know, the other authors, you know, majority of the books that you know of today in what we call, quote unquote, the conscious community, which I'm not a part of. I'm not a part of no conscious community. I'm a part of the African liberation community that's making moves. If you ain't making no moves, I'm not in your community. So we got a lot of niggas that what I call t-shirt and necklace niggas. And that's all right. You can put it on, you know, you playing the part, but outside of them goddamn them t-shirts and necklace, nigga ain't got no knowledge whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to get back in the books. And so the master teacher, grandmaster teacher, Dr. Ben used to break down the masonry so cold to where, you know, and pull the sheet for all the lies. And one, you know, and so now today I look at Freemasons damn near like I look at Christians. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no power. Because when you go off into it, you understand me? Listen to me. When you go off into it, you're going to realize that damn near 90% of their symbolism is distorted and perverted symbols from ancient Egypt. If you was all powerful, then you would create your own. You understand what I'm saying? You trying to be me. You understand what I'm saying? You trying to be me. And so once I understand that, you have no power. You understand what I'm saying? All your power has been taken from you. You understand? We understand in, you know, little clubs that niggas get in, they get a little code word, and you understand what I'm saying? And just because you don't know don't mean they possess any kind of wisdom. Now, they are plotting and planning on how to conquer the world, which they have done, and they have a cartel, you understand, of elites that continue to do it. But, you know, brute force is not necessarily intellect. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how sometimes we gauge how powerful a nation is on how they can kick somebody's ass. You understand what I'm saying? But when you go into the society, they decadent, perverted, cannibalistic savages. You understand? Mechanized, nonetheless, mechanized and weaponized, nonetheless, but still a savage. You understand what I'm saying? And so we tend to look at, you know, your ability to brutalize somebody else as a gauge of intellect today. You understand what I'm saying? And so we're going to be quick to get into some things to show the power to the people. You understand what I'm saying? Of who we are. You understand? As the great Masons of the planet. That's what we are. And nobody could, when we talk about masonry, what I want to be clear to everybody out there, what masonry is. Okay? What masonry is. Masonry is when you build in stone. Okay? Build in stone. And so let me get the world's oldest. Well, this, you know, that's a nice one, but I would like a better one than that one. I like a better one than that. Where my Egypt at? Let me get my Egypt up there. I need a better one than that. I need a better one than that one. Let me get it. I'm ready to get busy, so don't worry. We about to rock and roll, family. And I guarantee you that I'm going to explain everything that need to be explained. And when you get up over here and do all the research, you need to back it up, okay? You can go and do all the research, and anybody that want to come back and refute me, bring your ass. Don't take long, though. Don't take long. Come on with it. Bring the smoke, goddammit. Bring it. All right. As a matter of fact, I had one right there. But I'm going to drop it right here so I can get busy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get this one out the way. Here we go. Let me bring it all the way up. Now, what y'all looking at right there is the oldest stone structure on the planet Earth. Okay? This right here is the step pyramid of Saqqara. This structure right here was built by one of the greatest minds to ever walk on the planet Earth, the great Grand Vizier, High Priest, Master Architect, world's first physician known in history, Imhotep, the greatest. Imhotep, my God. Imhotep, my deity, who I love and call his name so, because he's beloved in all my research. Imhotep. And he built this structure right here, the oldest stone structure on the planet. And he built this for his pharaoh, the great Zosia. Okay? The great Zosia. And I'm on wait a minute, I need to bring this in just a little bit. The great Zosia. Let me, I don't know why. Okay, I don't need that. I need this. Here we go. Here you go. And you see him right back here, Zosia. You understand what I'm saying? You see him right there looking through his what is this called? It's called where you know there's a statue of the great Pharaoh Zosia inside, you know, right outside of the pyramid, where he looks off into, you know, through the hole into the cosmos. His spirit is transcending and ascending into the cosmos. Okay? And so that for Imhotep right here is the great architect of this king right there, Zosia, and he built this structure, and you can still see the outer wall of that structure. You understand? Still standing. And what's the killing part about it, that this structure was built around 2700 BC. That's according to the cracker. BC before the cracker. AC after the cracker. You see what I'm saying? So we're talking about BC. So, you know, there's at 2700 BC, you can go anywhere on the planet. And I don't care where you go. You can get a plane ticket and go anywhere on the planet. And at that time, whether you go to so-called India, whether you go to China, whether you go to Rome, whether you go to Greece, you can go to Israel, you can go to the Americas, you can go anywhere on the planet, and nowhere on the planet will you find any structures still standing created at this time of history, still standing, made of stone. So when we talk about masonry, we talking about building in stone. That's very clear. Now the Freemason shit, what they do is like the tools, like the square, the chisel, the hammer, you understand, the ruler, the plumb line, which they use, you know, to make sure that the balance is there. They check, and put the balance up there. So they use much of the operative masons. So you got operative masons and you got speculative masons. and speculative Masons like the Freemasons of today, these motherfuckers couldn't even build a goddamn clubhouse, let alone the goddamn pyramid. They can't even build the clubhouse. If a motherfucking nail come out the wall and shit, they couldn't even hammer that motherfucker back into the wall. So they not no damn Masons. And so this is when a motherfucker is pipe dreaming, where they take and they want to be you, but they cannot be you. So the only way they can fantasize about being the Mason. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I want. And so that's the separation between Masons of the day and the ancient world. And yes, it still was a brotherhood. Yes, it was a fraternity, because you had to go to the university system of ancient Egypt to, get the knowledge on how to cut stone and be an architect, and and all of the skills that it would take to go into. You had to go to the university system, yes, and it was a fraternity. But but what they did, only thing they could do was take the dressing and the outer representation, such as the tools and and the aprons and that the brothers would wear when they was in the craft. You knew they was a brother of the fraternity because they wore aprons. If you was a high priest or if you was one of rank, you had an opportunity. Even the apprentice wore, I believe, a white, apron, and that meaning that you coming in, you know what I'm saying, blank, just like a blank sheet of paper. You see what I'm saying? And so that you coming in blank, you understand what I'm saying, giving yourself time to develop. You see what I'm saying? And so let me move on down here and deal with some things. You see? And so you see right here, Imhotep sitting there with a blueprint on his lap. See, and then these are the things which I catch. The niggas that just read the Egyptian shit, the history and shit, they can't understand, how to lie, how General Cyrus Suten exposes the lies. Because when you go into the Egyptology, the ologies and all the other, and when I say gyp, like a nigga gyp you and rob you, he gyp you. You understand? He don't give you all that's due you. When you go to count your change at the store, he done shorted your ass. So that's what the gyp mean. You got gyptology. You didn't get the true Egyptology. You got gypped, nigga. And you can't even use your own consciousness at what you see to refute the lie. This is a lie. If you look at the so-called writing system of ancient Egypt, right there next to Imhotep, what do you see? You see a papyrus. You know what? I believe that's I don't know which one that is. I would have to look it up. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, they'll tell you that the papyrus writings of ancient Egypt was in the New Kingdom. Okay, they say that the first development was what they call the pyramid text. You understand what I'm saying? And that was the oldest writing, and from the pyramid text. Now, my question is, when I heard that, I said, well, goddamn, when you see them chiseling in the damn, in the walls, I mean, that's a very, very, that's an art form that takes probably thousands and thousands to be so perfect. I mean, the damn glyphs is in there perfect. You understand? Like they was almost laser cut in there. How the hell you jump in some stone before you writing on paper? Goddamn, anything you got to do, you have to have a sketch and shit, a blueprint of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even if you carving on the damn stone. I see brothers and shit when they spray paint murals on the wall. You watch them, they got that shit in the phone where they didn't already, you know what I'm saying, drew a sketch of it, this, that, and the third. So they got it in the phone, and then they up there spray painting it on the wall. And so how the hell that the pyramid text is the oldest? See, if they told you that they was already writing before, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about in the old kingdom, that would just blow history through the roof. You understand what I'm saying? That would blow goddamn history through the roof. But what's clear, I want you to look, because Imhotep is in the old kingdom. He's in the third dynasty. And all I ask the question is, what's on his lap? What the fuck is on his lap? A scroll. A motherfucking scroll. You understand what I'm saying? And these niggas in Egyptology mouthing and shit, talking this, the pyramid texts is the oldest and this, that, and then you didn't get the papyrus into the new kingdom. That's a damn lie. The man sitting right there with a scroll on his lap. You understand? And they can't even acknowledge that because they too damn dumb. And they so into, believing everything that the beast say. You understand? And, if you take away the beast, you take away their validity. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of time they rather see the beast there. They don't want to see the beast go nowhere. Nah, what you looking at right now, we looking at the Freemason symbols. Nah, you can see right here, this is Narmer. This is the first king of ancient Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? And I can show you things. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Let me get to, I'm about to kick off in their ass. I'm about to kick off in their ass because they hate me because they can't defeat me, man. I'm going to kick right on off in their ass. Here it is. Here it is, right here. Here it is. Let me see if I can get, I need this. Yeah, transparent, right there. Let me see if I can get it transparent because that's going to be better for me so I can really work out. Hold on. Hold on, family. I need to get this. And then I'm going to go straight to work. Straight to work. On the Freemason. He gonna get a free ass kicking today. He gonna get a free ass kicking today. I'm gonna get this one to him for free. Okay. There it is right there. Now, you come right here. You see, you can put it right up there. You see the square. You see the square right there. Some say it could also be the plumb line. You see right there. This is from ancient Egypt. You understand what I'm saying? And so again, you see that right there is a square. This is what they squared the stone with. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear motherfucker talking about on the square and all this, that, and the third, yeah, they're using symbolism. But reality is, I tell you what, show me a square from Solomon and goddamn Hiram Abiff. Show me a square from any so-called ancient civilization on the planet. You see what I'm saying? You can't do it. You understand what I'm saying? So all they doing is mouthing. You understand what I'm saying? That's speculative. Now, when I look speculative up, do you know what? And they use the term speculative Mason. You know what speculate means? To guess. You guessing, motherfucker, to speculate. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know. You guessing. And so you's a guessing ass Mason. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You only know what the fuck the beast who initiated your ass told you. So right there, we talking about, you see the square, you see, the line is not there. You understand what I'm saying? But you see right there, the middle piece. You see the middle piece. So it very much could be, because this is a square and a plumb line. Because you can square it and you can, to see if it's balanced. You see what I'm saying? To see if it's balanced. And then, and if it, and so these is tools from right up out of the, and they don't have one. They got many thousands of these tools to prove it. You see what I'm saying? And so when we come up here, what do you see on the, better yet, let me give you a whole view of this. Let me give y'all a whole view of this. So y'all, I could use the other. You know what? I won't even go through all that. What I'll do is I'll come back over here. Okay? And so you see right here the mace, the gavel, the hammer. You see right here the chisel. You understand what I'm saying? You see right here the apron. You understand what I'm saying? And I blew it up so you can see it. You see what I'm saying? Now, you can come right up here and you can see the gavel. You understand that the judge used. You understand what I'm saying? When and the courtroom is nothing. When you look at how the courtroom is designed, it's designed like a Masonic lodge. I showed yesterday on Pharaoh's channel where they had the motherfucking checkerboard floor. So the judge that's locking your ass up is a Mason. And when you go to a grand lodge where the judge sits is where the worshipful master of the lodge sit. That's his chair. You see what I'm saying? And just like they run the damn lodge, just like they run the courtroom. You see what I'm saying? So you see the chisel. You understand what I'm saying? You see the mace. You see the square. You see the plumb, and I'll show you the plumb line. The plumb ball. It don't mean nothing. I can show you. I'll show you right here. When you look at Anubis and he's in the heart, in the judgment scene, in the hall of Ma'at, where all the souls go to be judged, and he's making sure that it's balanced. You understand what I'm saying? He's making sure that it's balanced, so you get a fair shot. That ain't no unbalanced scale there. So everybody has a fair chance at being judged righteously. You see what I'm saying? So this is the fact. You're stealing. And once I knew, you understand, and was shown that, and this is normal. This is at 3200 BC. Okay? Goddamn, Solomon is a fraudulent character. And even though, he's a fraudulent character, they date him at 1000. So this king right here is 2,000 years older than Solomon. Okay, if you take Imhotep at 2,700 years, he's 1,700 years older than Solomon. So I don't understand how no Negro Mason going up in the lodge got enough nerve to twist his lips in 2020 and say that Solomon and Hiram Abiff and the Israelites started Masonry, Freemason, or the Fraternal Order of Masonry. I don't want to deal with the term Freemason because the reason why they use the term Freemason, they trying to separate themselves from the Israelites who supposedly built things in Egypt as slave masons. So they not slave masons, they Freemasons. And so how the hell you gonna be in Egypt for 400 years building all these megalithic structures, and then when we go to Israel, we can't even find a dog house. You understand? We can't even find nothing. We can't find a sandal from the goddamn Israelite. How the fuck did you go up in Egypt and build so many megaliths and lose all the knowledge to where you ain't even established not one tomb for any prophet or any king that has been found? Totally ridiculous. Okay, and so clearly we showing certain. Let me see if I can get the Masonic chisel up there. Let me see if I can get a Masonic chisel up there right now. You understand what I'm saying? You have no power. You ain't got no power. And if I show that they stealing, wait a minute, if I show you that they stealing, what the fuck I need to know what the fuck you trying to make it mean for? At that point, you powerless. You powerless. I don't even need to hear nothing else out there. I know you the enemy. I know that. But I don't have to be, because if you chasing symbols that, motherfuckers gonna put whatever they want to up under that shit. Okay? Freemason. Let me see if I can get a chisel up here. This the only part of it I'm gonna have to, put some things in. I'm gonna get to running in a minute. Okay, well, this is the closest thing. Well, this is good right here. I could just throw this on in. I could just throw this in right there. Okay, so right there, you see the chisels. You see what I'm saying? You see the chisel right there. You see? And so they got all, but it's symbolic. You understand what I'm saying? It's symbolic. He's squaring his spirituality. He's squaring his morality. When you say square, you're talking about a right angle. And so at the root of the right angle is what? Righteousness. So he's squaring his spirit, being one with the righteous, spirit. You understand? Being moral. And so that's what it means. He's wolfing, but even then you're a thief. How the fuck you gonna be righteous and on your square, nigga, and you done stole everything you claim is yours? You understand? So you ain't on no goddamn square, nigga. Come on now, you was a thief. You was a goddamn thief. And so right there, I'm gonna put the chisel. So you see, on the little Freemason, put it right there for you. The Egyptian chisel, and right here is the Masonic chisel, the Freemasons chisel. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to get into the apron. Matter of fact, let me go on down there and get the apron now. So I can cut right on off into the apron. You stole everything out of ancient Egypt, nigga, every goddamn thing. Ain't none of that belong to you. Come on up here. Let me get to work. Okay, right here, you looking at Seti. From the temple of Abydos. My spiritual father, Seti Min Ma'at. You understand? The father of Ramesses II. And you see him right there with the Grand Master's apron on. Seti was one of the coldest motherfuckers that ever did it. Y'all motherfuckers better go check. He put the large hyper-style hall at the Temple of Karnak. Okay, Ramesses II finished it, but damn it, Seti started it. He the one put the tallest columns on this planet right there in the Temple of Karnak. You better wake up. That's the Grand Master right there. And you see right here, you're in the grand disaster over there, George fake ass Washington. You understand what I'm saying? Perpetrating the fraud. You see him right there. What he got in his hand? He got the gavel right there. And that's the same one that the judge slammed down on the motherfucking, on the bench when he ready to give your ass all the years in the world. Nigga ain't done nothing but be black, and they done gave your ass all the damn years in the world. So here you seeing the Egyptian, that's the master. That's the apron of the Grand Master. And then this is the Freemasons apron. You understand? With all the stolen symbols, the sun, this, and all this, that, and the third. Okay? And so, again, right here, it look like they even stole the colors, because the red, white, and blue, it comes from ancient Egypt. And I can show you that. Even when these is the colors right here that you see, Seti. These are not arbitrary colors. So the red, white, that's where the Freemasons of Britain and France and stole it from. So anytime you see red, white, and blue, that's Freemasonry off top, because it come out of ancient Egypt. You see what I'm saying? And so let me come on back. We did that. We did the square. You understand? Let me come on down here so I can see the whole vision. I can start there too, but I want to get the whole vision. Okay, I did do the plumb line. I did do the plumb line, but I'll give you even, to show you what it is right here. You understand what I'm saying? And I showed you up here. Matter of fact, let me bring that up. Let me bring that up. Let me bring that up. Bring it all the way up. Matter of fact, that go with it too. Shit, I can't leave that. And I can take that, copy it. I like to put it right there. Even though you see Anubis right there, what he doing? He checking it. Matter of fact, let me get a let me get a definition for y'all. Stay there. Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna search too long. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's giving me a lot of stuff that I don't want. You understand what I'm saying? So you see it here, you see it, but you know that it comes from ancient Egypt, and it is gauged on checking and making sure that the scale is balanced. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about balance, and we see right here again. You see here is Horus is checking the plumb liner or the plumb ball. You understand what I'm saying? Making sure that it's balanced. So it's dealing with balance. You understand what I'm saying? It's dealing with harmony. You understand what I'm saying? It's dealing with opposites, the divine opposites of the universe, to stay balanced. You understand what I'm saying? Within self. You understand? And so again, we showing without any doubt, and you can go look it up deeper for yourself. You know what I'm saying? We looking at the symbolisms of today. And so again, we looked at the square here, and you see the square here, and in the plumb line and plumb ball, you see the square. This is I got dual dual properties. You understand? And you come down here, and we see again the throne, and I must deal with that because we don't understand the power of the African goddess in ancient Egypt, because we understand that the throne is a square. You see what I'm saying? And then we also see the arch degree. You understand the arch degree. You see what I'm saying? A Freemason. You know what I'm saying? And so you see right there, when you're dealing with the compass or the protractor, you see from the 90-degree down, that's a right angle. And so you see the arch degree is the black woman. You see what I'm saying? That's new. She's in the arch. And then yesterday, you also deal with the fact that you see this in the southern sky when you look up into but you got to be in the south of the equator. You understand? And this is where the Africans was oriented in cosmology and astronomy. The pyramids was aligned to the southern sky. They was aligned to the three stars in Orion's belt that sits to the south of ancient Egypt. When you talk about the Milky Way, which this is, when you look at Nuke, you're looking at the Milky Way. And that's how it look in the sky. I don't want people to believe that I'm just making this shit up. This is how I look in the sky. Wait a minute, let me show you. This is just how I look in the southern sky. This not the one right here. It might be. Nope. It's in the watch the video from yesterday, because I would have to look. But when you look in the southern sky, you will see the stars in the arch. That's the Milky Way. That's in the southern sky. So when you look and it says right, and you see that the woman is the throne. You see what I'm saying? When you look at our set and you see it right there, you see that the right angle, the square, is the throne. When you look at the throne, you see what? You see the right angle. I can put it right on in there for you so that you can see it. For those who can't see it, I'll put it in there just for you so you can see it. You understand? I'll flip it for you. How many people you see just, use the internet for a chalkboard? I'm teaching them. I'm putting this shit together in live time. You see what I'm saying? So you see right there. Let me bring this up to the front. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you see that the throne is a right angle. Boom. You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about the standing on the square and that means being one in righteous relationship with your woman. You understand? With the Holy Mother. You understand? They didn't rape the woman up out of that. So even when you're dealing with the arch degree, even when you're dealing with the square, you understand what I'm saying? Even when you're dealing with the balance and you're dealing with the plumb line and the plumb bar, you're dealing with you're dealing with the scale. All of that has to do with the relationship of a man with his goddess, with his mama, with his wife, with his daughter. That's what it's talking about. You niggas done rape the morality, the spirituality, even the sexuality. Clean up out of the science. See, and that's what it means to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? You got to be balanced. So we see when we come down here, we see that the square is what? Is also the lap of your mama. When you put it there, let me, matter of fact, what I'm going to do, let me copy this. Let me drop it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one out of there. And then I'm going to copy this. So you see righteousness. See, that's a righteous king. He's sitting on his square. Nigga, I'm trying to talk to you today so you understand, so you could get beyond all that dumb shit in Freemasonry. This is what they raped out of it. See, the throne is the lap of your mama. You understand what I'm saying? And so, and you just see right here, you see the young king, then you see the older king. You understand what I'm saying? What does it mean? Nigga, no matter how big you get, you will never be bigger than your mama. Anytime you think you're bigger than your mama, nigga, it's time for you to go on and leave here. Because you are of such ignorance, you understand? You're of such ignorance that, that's the basis of all knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the basis of all knowledge. And so you see right here, again, when you're talking about Imhotep being the first, he wasn't the Grand Master. Zolja was the Grand Master. Imhotep was the master architect. He was the Grand Vizier. He was the high priest. Okay, he was the high priest of the craft of Ptah. That's what he was. And how ironic, let me bring Ptah up. I need to bring, what's up, Ptah? You in the house? Is Ptah in the house? I know you're in the house. Talking about you, God. Got you on here. Talking about you, God. Invoking the great deity right here. Here you see, this is Ptah, the black god, representing black matter, the black cosmos, being one with Nu, who is the cosmos. You see what I'm saying? And so let me bring that up. That's his deity. So Ptah was the craftsman deity. He was the craftsman deity. Okay, to be clear about it. He was the deity of all craftsmen, blacksmiths, ironsmiths, anyone that smelted iron or any type of metallurgy or this, that, and the third. Ptah was that deity. Then he's the creator deity of the universe. And so when you start hearing that God, beat the heavens out, and you go and they have passages like that where God beat the heavens out, this, that, and the third. You see that that's a deity who is also connected to iron and metallurgy and the anvil and all the things that's associated with the smith. You know, the ironsmith and the metallurgist, or or blacksmith. And you understand why they say blacksmiths. You understand what I'm saying? These were these African gods and great masons that come up out of Africa building all these pyramids. Okay? And so you see here, what is Assad? Sitting on the square. He's one with his woman. He's one with Isis. And that's why she loved him so. Even in his death, she protected him. You see right there behind him, you see who? That's Mu. God is Mu. You understand what I'm saying? That's the African woman in a protective state. She's protecting her son. You see what I'm saying? That's the great mother. Even you see right there, when you're looking at the Wajet, which is the Cobra goddess. You understand? The Cobra goddess. You see right there, that's the great queen. That's the great goddess of the universe in protective state. Not to mean that physically, but if you open up your mouth and she gonna cut into your ass. You understand what I'm saying? She gonna cut into your ass. She gonna put all the spells she can on your ass. And that's a Assad up there. That's his name. And what you see up there, you see that throne I set is a part of Assad. You understand what I'm saying? So you see within his name is the balance of the goddess right there in his name. You see? So we dealing with this Freemason. We done already took him out. But we're going to keep moving. I got 15 minutes because, I'm going to go on over here on the, we're going to get on over there to General Seti. We got to get over there to, where we at? Who page? I'm on. Yeah, we got to get over there to General Seti's page and rock the house. But I ain't coming up off of here until you done ate well. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta make sure we eat. Let me deal with some things. Now, what they call the trestle board. Now, this is what the Masons use. But the Mason, like I said, just like Imhotep. When you see Imhotep, what he got? He got the blueprint. That's a blueprint. He ain't just built that damn pyramid without no blueprint. See, what is, what was, what will be. You see what I'm saying? So if you look at an architect, so what he doing? But see, they using it in a philosophical manner. He's scribing out the blueprint of his life, of morality. But you see right there, Tahuti right there on the trestle board. You see Tahuti right here on the trestle board. The trestle board is the master workman to draw. The trestle board is for the master workman to draw his designs upon. But they dealing in a philosophical way. But in real masonry, this is what an architect uses. He draw the designs up before he go into construction. So you see right there, they done stole that. And ain't no way you gonna have no trestle board or nothing before the African, because the African created paper. You understand what I'm saying? Created paper. Paper come from papyrus. Okay, that's the root of paper, papyrus. And so you ain't gonna tell me you wrote on shit. You didn't write on no paper. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't have wrote before the African, because I'm gonna ask you simply, what the fuck did you write it on? And most people's gonna say, oh, well, we wrote it on the back, on animal skins. And man, you and fuck that. We ain't writing on no goddamn 300 page. Just say, for instance, every goat skin is a page, and how many goddamn goats you gonna have to slay for a goddamn 300-page book? Goddamn, we got 1 million books. It ain't enough goddamn lambs or goats on the planet. You goddamn, you know what I'm saying, to write that many goddamn books. So you need a technology and shit that's for the age. And so you can see all across the world that the technology that was taken from Africa was the most advanced technology. You see what I'm saying? Let's deal with this. Let's keep it moving. I dealt with this the other day, Dodge. And so this is Dodge, yes. Dodge, the motherfucking Dodge truck, this, that, and the third. And, another Mason. That's all he was a Mason. And you see, this is in Detroit. This is in Detroit. My uncle showed me this. This is at, if I'm not mistaken, Elmwood Cemetery. You understand? I went there myself to see this. You know what I'm saying? I say, well, goddamn it, he wasn't the only one out there. But like I said, when a person put themselves down, and it's their final rites, you understand? They always always encase themselves in those, those beliefs that were most precious to them. They're not going down just in any way. You want to be as right as you can be. So when you see the master, you understand what I'm saying? When you see the master and you see the mistress, that you right. You understand? I went down in proper form. I went down in the fashion of the African ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? So you see Dodge didn't go down like Reverend Chicken Wing. He didn't go down like Rabbi Rubenstein. He didn't go down like Imam Ali. He didn't go down like that. He went down like the African kings and queens of the Nile Valley. You see what I'm saying? And this is the Masonic shit, that you don't see when you buy the truck, because they say what? Dodge is ram tough. So he took the ram of Amen and he added it to his vehicles. You see what I'm saying? Now let's go on to another mausoleum. I like to add this. See, you trying to beat me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to know what you know. Nigga, you don't know nothing. If you trying to beat me, I don't have to study you or try to unveil shit of you. All I have to do is beat me. And that destroys anything you trying to do. That's all, and yeah, I'm going to show the people, but this is more of a unveiling to those that don't know. You see what I'm saying? If you trying to beat me, and you done taught me that I'm something else. I'm a nigga, jigaboo, this, that, and the third. I didn't have no history. And then I come and pull the veil back and I find out that this is me. Then the best thing I can do to destroy you is to be myself. You understand? Because what it is that all you see is the representation of African people. It's a natural occurrence to us. All you have to do is be yourself. And so you can see the Hormacids right there, the Sphinx right there. And when I saw it, I knew exactly the Sphinx that it was. That's Imhotep. You understand what I'm saying? He one of them coarse, and they got some even more coarse black than that. I say, well, goddamn, these motherfuckers went and got one of the, one of the brothers who got statues. The ones they put in the basement that they don't want you to see because they so black. You see what I'm saying? And so I immediately acknowledge who he was stealing from. So at that point, you've been exposed. Another one of what they call the lion's paw. The lion's paw. Okay? Now, when you go back to ancient Egypt, you're going to see bats. You understand when I'm standing there, you see him in the left foot forward. You see the tongue sticking out. A lot of people, now, they most definitely perverted that. You understand what I'm saying? They most definitely perverted that because you're dealing with what they call the throat chakra. It has to do with vocal energy, words of power. You understand? When vocalizing words of power, you can see the lion even out in the open, in the savannah. You can see him with his tongue hanging out. You understand what I'm saying? But when he do it, usually his ass is hot. You understand? And they stick their tongue out to cool off. You see what I'm saying? And you see right there, best up there with the lion's paw. You see what I'm saying? And so they didn't took it. You see right here, old Will. And from what I understand, he on the other side, so you might as well call him Old Jill. You understand? He used to be Will, but you can call him Old Jill. You understand what I'm saying? Because I seen him up, and it looked like old Tom Cruise. Oh my God! You understand what I'm saying? They might have did something real nasty with all the shit that they into. You understand what I'm saying? So old Tom Cruise and all that Scientology shit, you understand, which Will and Jada Smith is a part of. I'm gonna let you go on and deal with that on your own. But I know what it is. And when you're dealing with old Ron L. Hubbard, you understand with his sick ass, then you can go on and put the nail in that coffin. Okay, and so coming down, I want to deal with this. When you're looking at the shell emperor, you understand what I'm saying? This is a damn shame. This is a damn shame how they stealing all our shit, and they taking bits and pieces of it. But for me, I've been studying ancient Egypt now for over 25 years. I am a priest. This is all I've ever done. And you can't get nothing by me. I can see symbols in damn near everything. Tens of thousands of symbols. I don't know, I know tens of thousands of symbols. And I can go through a man's civilization and I can pinpoint every fucking thing that they took, and I'll tell them where they got it from. You understand what I'm saying? When I was in Mexico and I was talking to the Mexicans and they was trying to put themselves up as the authors, and I was breaking down shit and showing their ass on the wall. This is what, and show their ass the original in ancient Egypt. And them motherfuckers got so hot, they got hot as hell. They stopped talking. You understand what I'm saying? They stopped talking because they knew that somebody that was greater than they ass was in the house that could prove beyond any reasonable doubt they had nothing to do with that damn civilization. They just like the beasts up over in Africa and Europe, and all y'all done is come in, move in, look up on the wall. You had enough couple hundred years to copy off of my goddamn paper. See, but when the thing is, when you copy, let me tell y'all something. When you copy, I'm going to tell you what the teacher going to do. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that copy. This is what happens. What happens is a motherfucker that been getting F's and D's all the time, and you talking about a nice little portion of the class. And see, and then one day, y'all motherfuckers get an idea to one nigga sit behind this student who get A's all the time. So they sit and get the answers from him. You understand what I'm saying? And he pass it back and he look and he get that, and then he give it to the other motherfucker. And somehow they get B's and some of them get an A, and then the teacher say, well, goddamn, these niggas been getting F's all their life. And now today, I know you ain't been here to get the goddamn work. You get a motherfucking A, nigga, today. You got 6, 7 F niggas get an A today. You know what? We taking this shit over. But what I want y'all to do is to get out a blank sheet of paper and work out every goddamn. I want the goddamn worksheet where you worked out all the damn problems. I want that too. And then you're gonna see every motherfucker in there fail once again. See, so we pulling out that blank sheet of paper and we talk about working out. Work this shit out. Motherfuckers won't even show up for class. You know what I'm saying? They won't even show up for class. Let me run this down. Let me put a couple more out here. And so I want to show y'all this. This is the Scottish Rite Museum, the Scottish Rite Lodge in LA, California. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's his name? Motherfucking white boy that was the grand master of that shit. I hate that cracker, whatever his name is. Somebody throw it in there. He was also in the cause I be moving so damn fast. What's that white boy name? Wait a minute. Somebody put it in there. I hate it. No, not Nicolas Cage. No, don't put Nicolas in it. That ain't who I'm talking about. Not Hubbard, not Albert Pike. There you go. So there y'all putting all kind of shit in there. There y'all go. Motherfucker put in everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker put all the names in there. One person, you got it. Albert Pike. Who was that? 90s BB Crazy University. All right. Albert Pike, put it in there. Thank you. Because I damn sure went blank. So you see right there, and he was a racist motherfucker because he was in the Ku Klux Klan at the same time. And he say the day that niggas become a part of goddamn Freemasonry, he leaving it. You know, goddamn it, well, you shouldn't have never got your ass in it if that's the case. Goddamn it, because you knew damn well that and so when you that means that they know. You understand what I'm saying? When you look on the side of the Scottish Rite building in Los Angeles, it got all the great architects and the king who they built for. And the very first one that you see right there is Zolja and Imhotep. Zolja and Imhotep. And second is Solomon and Hiram. That's saying a whole lot. And when you look at the lodge or the museum, it could be both. You see what I'm saying? You see the flat top is built like the Egyptian temple. That's what it is. It ain't no damn doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? And to end on it, you can see this is, they supposedly built they lodges in the form of Solomon Temple. You understand what I'm saying? Which is why is the lodge floor an oblong square? See, oblong is rectangle. This is a rectangle, but nevertheless, the outer wall is also rectangle. It says because of its measurements, east and west, 360 degrees, north and south, 180. So when you look here, wait a minute, let me get it so I can end on it so you can see that what they talking about, Solomon's temple, okay, you can look here at the top too, yeah. You can look at the top. You can see it's oblong, which is a rectangle. And you can come here and you can look at the one, this is a smaller, but you can also see that it's a rectangle. And so when you come over here and you put Solomon's temple, suppose it ain't never been found, no, they just used the measurement of the Egyptian temple. When you look at this supposedly the outer wall, you understand, then you come through the gate, you understand it would have been an outer wall around this also. This is the inner court, this is the inner courtyard. All the various temples is not the same. You are, and there's columns up under each one of these. As you look up on, you can't see them, but it's columns. So you see the columns right here. And then you come all the way in, and this is where you find the ark, the Holy of Holies. You understand? And when you come all the way in here, you will find the ark, which is the Holy of Holies. Let me show you. Let me show you. So I can end on this and get on over to General Seti and rock the house over there. Where that? Damn it, hold on. I had it right next to each other, too. I got so much shit in here, it's ridiculous. Where is it at? Lord, Lord, Lord. Now, I might as well show y'all that one, too. Target. You understand? You look right there, the glyph of Amun Ra. You understand? You can go right there and look it up. Look up the Egyptian glyph. Look up the glyph for the Egyptian god Ra. And this will come up. You can see right there. Target took that. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it quick. I'm gonna get it right off of Google. Airful Holy of Holies. Here it is. Bingo. Bingo. I love it. Let me go and drop this in for y'all. You understand what I'm saying? This is the temple of Airful. And when you come up in it, I want y'all to see this now. I don't want nobody to say they didn't see it. I don't want nobody to say, let me bring it right back on up and let me in. It's 8:45, and I'm supposed to be getting started over there on General Seti. I got to go over there and rock the house. Okay? Now, they say ark, right? We see the ark right there. Now, when you go into the Holy of Holies of Edfu, let me go and drop it in there so that you can see. So that you can see. Why go all the way down? Don't go all the way down there. Don't go up. I'm put it right there. Okay, right there. And so you see what? The ark. You see the ark of. Let me bring it so I can put it right next to where it needs to be. Okay, you come in now. That's supposed to be the ark, which is a boat. Okay, the ark of the covenant. You understand what I'm saying? Where they supposedly put the. But when you come all the way up in the temple, the Holy of Holies is at the same place. And when you come in the most inner room in that temple, that's the Holy of Holies. And when you come up in the temple of Edfu, they didn't remove the statue of Horus, but this is his ark. And when they had ceremonies, they would take the statue, place it on the ark, and pick the 4 priests would pick it up and carry it out the temple and perform the ceremony. So don't tell me nothing about no Solomon. Don't tell me nothing about no goddamn Hiram Abiff. Don't tell me about none of that shit. It's a wrap. I want y'all to stay with me, family, because I can only hit this shit in little brief, videos like this. You know what I'm saying? But I done gave y'all a good strong hour. I'm about to move over here to the General Seti page. Thank you for being in the house. Do some research. I gave you enough. Man, listen, I gave y'all enough. Y'all can turn around, go do research, multiply that shit by 3, and goddamn it, you breaking Freemason back. You ask them goddamn questions. You sure that you'll break their back. Your motherfuckers will go somewhere and weep. And weep because that little superiority that they think they got, that shit will dissolve right there in front of their face. All right, family, respect. Thank you for being in the house. This is the General Suten Seti saying, hey, check me out, generalseti.com, Seti University. You know what it is. I want you to check me out, Patreon, General Suten Seti. And you know you can go over there on my own online marketplace, kingseti.com. Got everything that you need, all fly products. Okay? Make sure y'all subscribe, goddammit, and hit notification, because y'all know they hating on the general. They don't want nobody to know I'm on. They don't put my videos no goddamn where. You understand? Because they know, goddammit, I've been to took this bitch over. You understand what I'm saying? So do the king a favor, and you know what I'm saying? Share my videos, like it because you love it. Hit subscribe, notification, so you know when the general is going live. All right, Black Pop.